Welcome to Stuff Lab. I'm Gwen.
And I'm Marty.
And today we're doing another facts video. It's Fact Monday.
What are we learning about today?
I don't know, you wanna guess?
It's gonna be an animal.
This is gonna be a special for around my birthday. This will be a special animal. An animal that I love.
Camel.
So much.
Camel.
That is a good guess, but no.
Oh. Alpaca?
Nope.
Llama?
Nope. Those are things that you like.
Yeah. Sea turtles?
Nope.
I don't know.
No more guesses?
Dorian?
I had one.
Oh, hedgehog.
It is a hedgehog. My most favoriteest. So I decided to use all pictures of my hedgehog. This is the first picture of my hedgehog. My hedgehog is no longer with us. She passed away. But as you can see, I had her a while ago. This is the first picture of my hedgehog's. My hedgehog's name was Atari.
Atari was not a fan of me.
She wasn't a fan of anybody. Not a fan. So where do you think these hedgehogs first came from?
Africa.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Central and Eastern Africa is where the African Pygmy hedgehog came from. They're scattered across suitable savanna or cropland areas. They don't want to be in dense forest areas. They prefer the drier and grassy areas.
Okay.
They have an oval-shaped body with 4 short legs and a short tail. A long nose with small eyes. The ears and whiskers are relatively large, implying they have good senses.
Did Atari have good senses?
She did. She knew exactly where everyone was. She could hate on them all the time. All the time. Their body is covered in spines, not quills, because they don't detach into enemies.
Okay.
This here is actually not my hedgehog, but a hedgehog I brought with me to the bank. This is my friend Anae's hedgehog. His name was Kenji.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, he had some sort of defects from breeding, so he died rather young. But I brought him with me for a day of adventuring.
Fun.
Oh, super fun. Fun fact, I brought my hedgehog with me to high school my senior year a bunch of times, and one of the times is when I had a scholarship meeting and didn't know about it. So I'm just sitting in this meeting, and someone's like, "Why do you keep fidgeting with your sweater pocket?" I'm like, and I brought out a hedgehog. I thought it was the greatest thing. They gave me a scholarship.
Oh my God.
So thanks. Here she is snoozing. Hedgehogs are mostly nocturnal, so they're more active at night than they are during the day.
Okay.
They're very active, so you have to give them a wheel to run in. That's what you see in the lower left-hand corner there is your wheel. They cover a lot of ground during the night. They eat mostly insects. They're very resistant to venoms.
Okay.
So they will eat poisonous snakes and scorpions.
Oh.
Yeah. Wild, right?
Yeah. Weird.
Very weird. Very cool.
I don't think I'd ever think of a hedgehog be like, yeah, that hedgehog's gonna take down a snake.
I mean... So this is what's called anointing. They find a particular smell that they enjoy or find strange. They will chew up and froth their spit and then turn around and lick it on themselves. So many of my necklaces, things like that, she would chew them up and spit them on herself. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was kind of nice. She didn't want to hang out with me ever, but she enjoyed my scent, so that was nice. Right? So breeding-wise, females don't go into heat unless there is a male around.
Okay.
So they can breed anytime, anywhere, if there is a male hedgehog around. They have litters of 2 to 10 pups, 4 to 5 being most common, so that middle ground there. They gestate for 30 to 40 days. The pups are born with their spines, but they have a protective membrane over them when they are born, so they don't cause mom much discomfort.
I was just thinking that would not be quite uncomfortable.
Yes. In the wild, they live about 3 years. In captivity, they live for up to 10. Most common is 4 to 6 years.
Okay.
Shortly after this photo, she had to have an eye removed because she had an abscessed tooth. She died shortly after. It was just about the 6-year mark, so she was on the long end of the
God, you had her for 6 years?
Yeah, just about.
Oh my God.
Just about 6 years. She had an abscessed tooth, and then she had some tumors on her tummy, which, you know, anything getting older is susceptible to various maladies.
Older than most captive pet hedgehogs too.
Yeah, it was a good time. I really enjoyed her. She turned into a pirate at the end. Some fun facts: if it's too cold, they'll go into hibernation. When it's too hot, they go into estivation. It's the same thing, but for hotness instead of coolness. It's also thought that it is due to lack of food and not heat that they'll go dormant, so they can reserve themselves for when there's more food. So if they have a lack of food or it's too hot.
Crazy.
This is, as we started with the very first picture I have at Atari, here's the very last picture of Atari.
Oh.
This is when we were at the vet's office, and they're like, it's time.
Yep.
It's time. As many good things, they all come to an end.
Yeah.
But she was very good.
I'll believe you. She was.
I liked her a lot.
She was real mean to me.
They can climb. Atari was very into climbing. They swim.
Really?
Yep.
That'd be adorable.
They don't seek out swimming, but they will swim if they need to.
Okay.
They make snorts, hisses, twittering sounds, and they're attacked. They scream loudly. Like, you know what a rabbit sounds like when they scream. So think of that, but much quieter. They just,
Still.
just
Rabbits
screaming.
rabbits being attacked or not, I don't like that sound. Be nice to rabbits.
Yeah. Rabbit screams are not great. So you have experienced a pet hedgehog. What do you think?
I'm not a fan. All she did was stab me.
Well, you also don't like small animals to begin with.
They're creepy. If it's not 45 pounds, it's not a pet.
I like them. I like everything. Thank you for joining us on a special episode close to my birthday. I really like my pet hedgehog, and I thought this would be a wonderful homage to her. We'll see you next time. If you have any animals that you would like to have featured, let us know in the comments below, and we'll get to them. Bye!
Bye.